recently I had a debate with this guy, Jackson Hinkle. I don't know if you heard of him. He's just an orbiter. And I asked him a simple...
An arbiter?
Orbiter. Yeah, a Jimmy Dore orbiter. That means like they're in the orbit of Jimmy Dore. They just follow the trends and all that stuff.
Okay.
Anti-vax, all that, anti-justice Dems. So I asked him, because he knows people in the People's Party. He supports the People's Party.
Is that People's Party still around? I haven't heard much about them lately.
Honestly, they're a glorified email list. That's all they are.
Okay.
I asked them, do you guys have any campaigns ready? Do you guys have anything?
Surely they must have a candidate by now, right? I mean, how was...
Yeah.
I mean, my understanding of the whole force the vote theory was that we're going to get Democrats who don't support Medicare for all, even though we already know we know at the very least 110 of them that don't, right? Like the ones that didn't sign on to but we're going to smoke out, I guess, them. I mean, because if you know it's going to fail and you've already co-sponsored the bill, why wouldn't you vote for it? But maybe there was one or two who wouldn't. And they're going to run primaries against those people. Surely they have at least a couple, like 1, 2, 5, 10 candidates that they have at this point. That was a year ago almost.
Yep. That
they are ready to primary those Democrats. I'm all in favor of a primary of the Democrats. And you're telling me they have none?
Yep. He replied with my 2 questions for him. I asked him, you guys have any candidates or any ballot access? And he said, no, we don't have any candidates. I don't really keep up with the party leadership, even though I know the founder and I know all the leaders and I promote it and all that stuff. I don't know anybody that's running. And then he also said, we don't have ballot access because that's really hard. You have to get a lot of signatures. And it's almost like you're running a party. So no, of course you're going to have to put in the work. What are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I certainly on a local level and even in terms of in terms of primarying a lot of these Democrats, I would primary all of them, frankly. I think that's a very healthy thing. And a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but sometimes you win, and that's good too. But if you don't have any candidates and you haven't developed any of that, then it was never a plan in the first place.
It's almost like the plan was to be failed by the party and to squawk about it.
Right. All right. But I mean, whatever. Yeah. I mean, whoever, whatever. I mean, I'm not even sure that they're the dumb left anymore as much as they are just the dumb. Frankly,
they're just extensions of the right, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're just it's a different sort of like I don't know. It's just a branding exercise that is may help them with their shows or whatnot and their Patreons or whatever it is. What?
Yeah, that makes a perfect transition to my other subject. I'm actually running for local office in my city. And it's a lot of momentum. I'm going to have a kickoff party later this week on Sunday. And I think it's interesting because I went through that process of qualifying. It's a bit complicated. It's a little overwhelming, especially for new people. But I'm in a nonpartisan city. So even though I'm a Democrat, I don't have to be approved by the party. I don't have the primary. I'm just in.
Oh, good.
I just need to talk to people. People have reached out. Different groups have reached out. A lot of stuff. And it made me realize these people, if they were serious, why are they not running in these local elections, these smaller elections where they have towns of like 40,000, nonpartisan, all that stuff, where you have a chance, where you're not tied to the D or R next to your name. But then they're not serious.
And you're building a political base that you can migrate. I don't know what your plans are, but you win locally. Then maybe you run for Congress, or maybe you run for state Senate, and you run for Congress, and you're building a base. And at one point, you have an asset that you can bring to a party and leverage their support because you have support, pre-existing support. I mean, there's good for you. Well, do you have a website or something like that? We can plug it.
Yeah. Here, I'll get the link to that. I'll put it in the chat. It's nathangalang.polyengine.com. I'm putting the donate link in the chat because I need that. Okay. Obviously, not a lot of big money coming in, but that's okay. You know, just gotta put in the work. That's the most important.
All right. Well, good luck. Keep us updated. Send us an email.
Absolutely.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you for having me on.
Appreciate it.
Because I'm not a Democrat, so
Am I still mute on your end?
You've never been muted. I said I was going to mute.
Perfect. So you're part of the People's Party, right?
I'm actually a member of them, yeah.
Okay, you're a member of the People's Party. Have you guys had any preparation to primary the hundreds of Democrats that are against Medicare for All? They oppose it completely. Have you guys prepared any campaigns against those people?
I can't speak to that. I'm not a representative of the People's Party. I'm just a member. And though I know Nick Brana, I know a lot of people who are affiliated with them, I don't engage in like day-to-day or week-to-week, operations with them. So I'm really not familiar with everything they're doing. But I support their policies. I support their strategy. And I think they are truth tellers. Yeah.
Sure. So when it comes to strategy, do they have ballot access in any state so far?
Yes, I believe
Which
so.
state?
What's that?
Which
they
state?
they have registration access. You can register for parties in certain states now.
But do they have ballot access?
I don't think so. I think you need like a ton of signatures to get ballot access.
That is true. That is fair. Absolutely. You do need a ton of signatures to run a party.
I did it for the clout. I do everything for the clout. You will never see me do something not for the clout.